because we're getting to that point where, and we're getting to that point where like doing any sort of like somewhat outdoorsy event can be a little bit trepidatious this time of the year in this part of the country, localized entirely within our kitchen, because I mean, fucking the like fucking May like into June into July, like that time frame can get real weird, real warm, and real muggy, especially all the rain we've been getting. But I think we should be in good shape. Getting the multi-stream running, by the way, so the multi-stream is going. It is going as we speak. All right, so now we're gonna jump into this game shortly, and as you know, as a person who appreciates short things, I'm a fan of doing things shortly. All right, I think we're all rolling, friends. I think we're all rolling. Multi-stream is up, and I think we're all set, friends. So thank you for joining us once again. Welcome to Gravelord. Happy Thursday stream to all, and let's jump into Gravelord. Once again, thanks to the game's developer, Fatbot Games, for giving us the hookup for this game, and I'm excited because I love me a good boomer shooter. I love me a good retro revival shooter kind of experience. Medium difficulty, probably. Yeah, much more damage. I don't know about much more. Sometimes I like one tick above medium for games like that. Games like this. But we'll play it safe. We'll play it safe. No, I'm excited, man. I love retro revival shooters. I love boomer shooters. Love Quake-inspired things. I love Doom as well. But I'm definitely a Quake guy.
Early in the morning and do my lovely job.
It's lovely.
My daddy and his daddy used to do. But lately, things have been falling apart, making me job much harder. Cheating death by all means seems to be all the rage these days.
Oh, Gus, you're just in time for starting the goods. Happy Thursday to you, by the way, bud. Welcome to Thursday stream.
And those ungrateful wretches start getting refunds on your work.
Shotgun. Hell yeah.
Bury you already. The poor bastards.
All groundskeepers should come equipped with one of those.
By none other than my father's murderer, Bloody Kieran Husk, and his anti-death movement, making a profit from the pathetic losers as fear of dying.
You could also say the doctors are of the anti-death movement.
Death knows how to keep his pipeline in check. The juicy benefits are nice and all.
Groovy.
But for me,
I like that shit.
A handful of crypto coins is all I need.
No, but it's crypt. Oh, coins, because it's a crypt. He's a graveskeeper. Groundskeeper, graveskeeper. El Gausi will be happy to know. I thought of you when I bought this the other day. It was on sale at World Market. It's from Japan. Oh shit, product of Japan. All I could think was the thing. Thing but Japan. Oh, like that was me. That was me when I saw it. To be honest, I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't on sale, but still, I was very excited. Gotta raise the sensitivity up a little bit. Oh, whoops. Did I not? Oh, yeah. We'll try 25. All right. Better. My smacking shovel. Can I smack open doors? Oh, that's a raid. That's a raid from Lunasketch. What's up, buddy? Lunasketch, you are a friend of Aaron's, so you can understand. I'll have to show this to him at some point. I was just saying how I got this from World Market the other day. It was on sale, and it says product of Japan. That's how you know it's the good stuff. Product of Japan, and I was very excited. I mean, I'm still excited. And it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. Score your first kill with a shovel was the achievement we just got. So it's quite pleasant, and it tastes like regular Pepsi, but it does have kind of a unique texture, which I appreciate. I did like a little bit of reading ahead of time. And a little bit of reading the other day when I first bought it, and apparently like their soda like brewing practices are slightly different, a magenta key, than the kind of stuff that we have. So as a result, like it's got the same like sugar content stuff, all the same unhealthy stuff, but the texture's a little bit different, and like the consistency is a little bit different. So it's kind of refreshing. I actually kind of like it. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like full like standard Pepsi, standard Coke. I'm more of a Diet Coke or like Coke Zero or like Pepsi Max kind of guy. So when I took a sip, I was like, actually pretty alright. So actually pretty alright. But yeah, but anyway, though, thank you, Lunasketch. You're doing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's delightful. I've actually never played any of those. I've seen some folks stream them. Seen some YouTube vids and that kind of thing. Can I swim? I can swim. Fishies. Good to see you, by the way, bud. And Luna Sketch, as always, if there's any clips of yours you want to share, I'm always down. Always down. You've heard my spiel plenty of times. You know my general way that I operate here. Always excited to see what the homies are up to. Good to see you, bud. I appreciate you popping in. Swim up or down. I'm gonna guess that there's probably an oxygen-ometer. An oxygen meter, maybe. Shotgun. I thought that was a fish. Just a shotgun instead. Is there secrets down here? Maybe. Oh, okay. There. I'm drowning. Sure enough, I'm drowning. All right. I need to be in a non-drowning state, please. Nope, there we go. Lost a lot of health. Was it worth it? I mean, maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Entirely possible that this is all... I was thinking maybe this might lead to a secret. Entirely possible this is all, like, stuff that we can get to otherwise anyway. Good to see you, by the way, bud. Thank you for that raid. Yeah, is it just regular Pepsi? Yeah, it basically is regular Pepsi. But I will say, yeah, the texture... I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just confirmation bias. But... usually when I try to drink like regular Coke or regular Pepsi, like it's not that I can't drink it. Not that I can't drink it. I'm getting fucked up. But it's like a little bit overwhelming. It's not so much that it's too sweet, but there's something about like the texture of it that kind of hits my palate in kind of a weird way. Oh my god. Kind of getting fucked up a little bit here. I gotta lock in and get good here. But yeah, like, there's something about it. I don't know, like, and it's not that Diet Coke is, you know, completely harmless, obviously. Anything but.
Graveyards. Everyone's dying to get in.
Everyone's dying to get in, that's the line. Oh, jeez. Me pressing the button, spawn these creatures. Kind of getting fucked up a little bit. Although, like, taking, like, 80 damage and drowning damage earlier probably didn't do me any favors here. What about Lowe's selling Mexican Coke? I think I've seen that. I don't know if I've ever had Mexican Coke, all things considered. Oh, shit. Can I headshot these guys? I don't know if there's, like, headshots in this game. If there's, like, location damage. These guys are already headless. This is Gravelord, by the way. Cute little boomer shooter, little retro revival shooter. Anything else that I missed? Because there was that one thing beyond that ways that made me excite. But I don't know... anything in particular that I need to be able to get to, like, this shotgun that I saw and like anything else, any of the other fun stuff that we saw. So I'm tempted to, like, sniff around a little bit more. But again, I fully recognize that the more I sniff around, the more likely I am to drown like a fucking dumbass. We're gonna see if there's anything maybe down this way. This is open, which is exciting. This is the same place I went to earlier. There's like a bunch of branching paths that catches my eye, but it's entirely possible that, like, we all just end up at the same place anyway. Let's just keep going. We found the key. That's all that matters. Still on the road. Bam. I got a card. That's exciting. Yeah, I've heard they're pretty good. Yeah, and I'm a Pokemon enjoyer. I'm not exactly like a mega fan, but I definitely do enjoy them. Definitely do enjoy them. Because, or I enjoy just the general gist of Pokemon. I haven't played like a mainline game in a minute. Skitardi, Meerkat, you're right. I did see that. I did see the Tech Priest, right? In Darktide. Yeah, that got announced today. There was a shadow drop for a gigantic Space Marine 2 update, which is exciting. I think the release date for Dawn of War 4, Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4 got announced today, or the release date at least got announced for it. So yeah, a whole bunch of like Warhammer related news dropped today, which is very exciting. So I don't know if it's a roguelike necessarily. I don't think it is. I think these are just things we just get to choose, basically. Like we get to like, I mean a roguelike in the sense of if you die, it's like permadeath. I don't think it's that kind of game. Drains health up to 40 when out of combat. Small chance to spawn a rat minion on kill. Knockback to all attacks. Knockback to all attacks could be good. I'll do it because that could be really nice when it comes to melee, especially. Melee is good. Eventually there'll be alt attacks. See? So presumably I'll be able to switch out cards. So it's not like a roguelike or anything. I think it's one of those where you can switch them out on the fly. Oh my god, he flips so high. I have 8 HP, by the way. What's this? Saved. Collectible. Can I save whenever I want? I can. Collectibles. Oh, it's a little comic book. That's cute. Yeah, it's the Skulls event, right? There was the Skulls event, and I guess it was today. Yeah, I've heard of the Skulls event. I've never like gone out of my way to pay attention to them, but when they occur, that is. But yeah, I would presume that was today, and it's very exciting. That guy's got a shotgun. He dropped a pellets. I thought it was gonna be a jar of piss at first because it looked yellow. So now I'm disappointed. Clearly, I need to get good because I'm getting my butthole polished. I'm getting my butthole smoothened by all the shenanigans happening and not doing the best job of like handling it accordingly. Little last save. And the last save was when I was at very little health. I might not be long for this world.
Without hammer, comrade.
Did it still equip the thing? It did. It did say that it was equipped. Good. Now, this is also considering the fact that I was originally thinking about doing not medium difficulty. I was gonna say, you know, maybe I should take it up to hard difficulty. But sometimes games like this are kind of easy. This one is actually not afraid to get kind of spicy, and I'm kind of here for it. That one. I'm worried that, yeah, pressing that is gonna like spawn a bunch of baddies. Like this guy, for instance. Oh no, it spawned a bunch of baddies because, yeah, I'm in such a vulnerable state right now. However, there's hope right here. This is where melee, or yeah, the melee weapon actually comes in handy. Sometimes in games like this, the melee weapon becomes like useless after the first 30 seconds of the game. Not having that problem here. We have plenty of ammo for our pistol, which is good. Good to know that when like the bad guy drops health or ammo drops, they don't disappear after a while. It seems like they do persist, which is nice. But like the pellets are one thing. What I really want is that shotgun. That's what I really want. Yeah, your shotguns. Yes, because you guys have shotguns. I don't. I think you're so cool. It is kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. Blue key. Oh, I got bamboozled. Fishies. Bump to the top so I can get some air back. I'm gonna guess there's more fishies. There's shotgun. Now, when I pick that up, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a serious Sam situation. I'm gonna pick it up and it's gonna spawn some dudes. That's what I'm guessing. If there's like other stuff I can snag along the way. Is this a ladder? It is a ladder. Is it a secret? Well, if it is a secret from which I am barred to explore. Put a whole bunch of pictures. Great. No, I mean, I'm not bothered by it. Far be it from me to look down at somebody for talking about buttholes. You've been to my streams before, Shock Value. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm all about, son. So no, that would be hypocritical of me to admonish you. How dare you talk about buttholes, Shock Value? That is so uncouth. Can you imagine me saying those words? You wouldn't be able to take me seriously, nor should you. I mean, generally speaking, you should never take me seriously. Especially if I'm admonishing you for butthole-related discourse. If anything, yeah, I should be admonishing you for not talking about buttholes enough.
Hello to my little friend.
That's what I like to see. Got the satisfying cuckoosh. And then the bottom right, it does actually show the oxygen meter. Somehow I never noticed that previously because I have the attention of a goldfish. Actually, being a goldfish would be helpful here because we have not a lot of oxygen. Being a fishy would actually be helpful. For that last shooty pooty fella. Is it up here? You get the autosave, which is all well and good. Katos.
Rest in pieces.
I bet there's one more down here. And I bet that'll open up that spot in the top that we saw earlier. And it's probably a blinky one. I'm looking for the blinky lights. Although they can be... Could be anywhere, actually. Because the first one we saw was above the water. Like, just above the water. Is that right there? Oh, it's something fancy over there. Maybe a pistol upgrade or, like, some kind of modifier of some kind. So the lights are one thing. We're looking for the blinky lights. Could be anywhere. There's something up there. Yeah, so there's definitely secrets. There's secrets to find. Cathedrals for those with eyes that can see. That's where we go to, like, progress things properly. It's like yeah, I thought the same thing, Farsight, like some kind of like goofy kind of Cockney accent, but I'm not sure how authentic it is. I'm not exactly one to police these things, but I'm also questioning the authenticity of the accent. I don't know, maybe like we'll see it, maybe we'll like kind of loop around to another area. Maybe this is not the only time we're gonna see this spot. I'm thinking like surely there'd be... Maybe I should just try shooting random fellers. Ow. Little, like, blue switches. Because the ones that were blinking... seem to be the ones to indicate that there was, like, some kind of interaction. I just, like, press the use button? No, it's not that simple. Taking, like, just little tidbits of damage. Go ahead and get the show on the road, and like I said, maybe we'll loop around. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't think there's location damage. I think it's you shoot the bad guy. And I'm trying to remember, I think in Quake... I think Quake did have location damage. For some enemies, at least. Not for all, though. Smack. There we go. It looks like pellets are... So it's a shared ammo count. Ammo type for pistol and for shotgun alike. Because the pistol's more short range. Shotgun, not so much. Slightly longer range, ever so slightly. I want that armor. And big health over there. I have some armor to my name. I wonder, like, what the green fellers are. They got the stank. Do they have, like, some kind of AoE? They poison you when they hit you? I mean, I don't want to stick around long enough to find out. Oh, that spiral staircase. Also, feel free to let me know, by the way. I know this game moves very fast. And sometimes boomer shooters that are kind of more Quake-inspired, they move so quick, it's almost like a little bit jarring. Like a little bit, can be a little bit pukey for some folks. So let me know if, like, the bitrate is struggling. If the stream appears to be struggling, or if your brain is struggling. We could always, you know, lower the settings, or I could kind of switch things up a little bit. Here's two enemies, which could be useful. It's a tier 2 card. I love that icon for the Gib enemy one, the meatloaf. Non-explosive projectiles can pierce through enemies. I kind of like the idea of gibbing dropping more health. It could give me more health. I like how he puts it in the hat. That's actually very cool. Whoa. So now I'm going to be encouraged to overkill. Not be an overkill. This be a standard kill. Nice of him to toss that down to me. That was convenient. I know I've seen it before where, yeah, if you're playing a game kind of like this, a Quake-inspired boomer shooter, and the streamer is just popping off and moving and zooming around super quick, the bitrate can on the, like, the Twitch encoding can struggle a little bit, and can make the stream look like garbledy goop. More than happy to adjust for if need be. I had a sneaky suspicion. Secret! Mega hell. You know, we'd seen that from afar. There's also no way I'm gonna get every secret in any of these levels. This is not gonna be a 100% playthrough. I do not have that kind of dedication. Down. Drop the small health, which is nice. And I didn't even have to, like, overkill those guys. I just killed them normally, and that was enough to make them splort their stuff out. Make that jump for sure. Oh. This actually might not be a secret per se. This might just be an expected place you kind of gotta be at. Can't jump any further than that. Pellets. Explosive barrel, very nice, very nice. More explosive barrels, yep. Yep. Okay, thought there was gonna be more. Just a little area. Just so I'm clear. Oh, I think I have to go that way then. Okay. Because in my mind, I was like, there's probably a key or something I need to find, or a switch or something. probably what I'm looking for down there. Now, oddly enough, I am at full health. A situation I'm not at all familiar with. I used to being full health. I'm wrong. That is not open. Did I get a key and not realize it? I think I did. Looking for that. I think it was like a blue key, I think. Let's go back a little bit. Something open and I didn't really realize it. Also, yeah, I can't crouch. I think little rats can jumble out of there. Definitely jump up top, but yeah, that's all barred. That's barred as well. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did get a key and I didn't realize it. Let's go back. There was that one blue area. I mean, this area has the color blue. Yes, that's all well and good, but not quite what I meant. There was a, I think it was a blue door, and behind it was a blue key we couldn't quite reach. Think. Guy here. No, that is still closed. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. Okay. Oh, maybe it's a matter of jumping up and dropping into that window. That open door frame. Just kidding, this one's closed too. I think this is what maybe this is where we got here in the first place. Little underwater church area. See all the church pews. Underwater church with a giant like forge kind of situation here. Very strange. Can I jump on these beams? We're just a little bit too shy for it. A little bit too short. Not gonna be the answer. Let's go back up then. I think there's definitely something I missed. Unless there's some other thing I'm supposed to interact with here. Like I tried this. For shooting, I tried pressing the use button. No dice. I'm also looking for... if there's that last shootable thing. Saw 2 of the 3. We even got the confirmation message. 2 of 3 found. Thing that can catch my eye. Not that either. Yeah, let's keep looking then. Probably something I missed up here then. Probably something I missed up here. Back that way. Climb this spiral staircase. Was there another path I could have gone that I did not consider? Like, by all means, that to the left feels like that should be where we ultimately want to go. Maybe there was just something I overlooked. It would not be the first time I have done such a thing. Getting a little bit turned around in a game like this, in a retro-inspired boomer shooter kind of thing, is not, again, not something I'm immune to. All too familiar. And by all means, it seems like there should be something over here. Maybe you have to shoot the barrels. Maybe you shoot the barrels to... That's what it is. You shoot the barrels to open the wall. Because in my mind, I was like, well, what if there's bad guys? I don't want to shoot the barrel here. I'd rather shoot the barrel next to a bad guy and explode their asses. So good to know sometimes you have to use the environment to your advantage. So what's up, Mr. Aaron? He says, give me that bomber friend. I will do that, but I will also show you this, Aaron. I will also show you this. So we all hung out on Sunday, had a grand old time at Topgolf. It was very pleasant. Afterwards, Grace and I went to World Market. Check out what I found for a sick-ass $2. Big cola, man. I thought of you when I saw this. I said, dude, I gotta buy it. Actually, I didn't say I gotta buy it. I was not going to buy it, but it was on sale for like $2. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it. And, can you see it? It says product of Japan. Oh shit, it's real. Authentic. Oh fuck. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It's like, I mean, it is just a standard Pepsi. It is standard Pepsi, but I did a little bit of like reading earlier where apparently like they use slightly different bottling techniques and like brewing techniques. So it's the standard Pepsi taste, but the texture is a little bit different. And to be honest, I kind of like that because like full sugar Pepsi, like standard Pepsi and standard Coke, I don't love it. I'm more of a Diet Coke. I'm more of a Coke Zero guy or a Pepsi Max guy. I like the baby versions of some of these things. And I think part of it is just like, I don't know. I don't think it's like that it's too sweet necessarily because I enjoy sweet things. Oh, here we go. I gotta deal with these fuckers first. There we go. I like to think they're just like tossing. They're just tossing them at me. And of course the rats, they're getting gifts. They drop the small health, which is nice.
Rats. I'm an undertaker, not an exterminator.
Gonna have to be both now, bud. But anyway, yeah, that was something where I was like, yeah, this is actually kind of nice. I'm able to like drink this a little bit more freely now, because yeah, normal like full Coke or a full Pepsi, it takes me a while just to drink a standard can of it, much less, you know, like a full. Well, this is not like the full size. It's 600 milliliters, so maybe around the size of like a typical bottle you might get at a like a gas station or something. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it a lot. I would say like sweetness and like overall. Like texture-wise, it's like maybe somewhere in between standard Beppis and like a Diet Coke or I guess Pepsi Max. Because see, if I can gib him, then he will give me some extra health. Not that I need it right now. Blue key, so now we're back here. Ow. Never did find that third blinking light thingy like I was hoping to. That's okay though. I'll take this thing. Take a look what we got, by the way. It's just the Beppis. It's the biggest thing I can fit up my asshole. If there was anybody who would appreciate that kind of thing, it would be Meerkat. Let's be real. Meerkat would be over the moon if I were to have that kind of association. Pepsi, comma, Japan. He's already here. Yo, what's up, Gary? Yeah, but it's the Japan one. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. Yeah, the energy shots. I showed a picture of the energy shot. I was like, Aaron likes these. I don't know if like the caffeine content is higher or if it's just this, but like in a small, convenient package. Because they are a convenient size. All right, so tier 3 card, by the way. Oh, shit. Did get yourself the Picati sweat. There you go, man. Yeah, if you're doing any sort of outdoor activities, extracurricular outdoor activities, you might as well. Third attack does more damage. Melee alt attack that does big damage and gibs on kill. I do love a big gib. And then more damage when just like, well, hold on. Being higher above the ground than your normal jump. That's kind of specific. I'm going to say, give me that big gib. Ooh, it's like, oh, there's a cooldown for it, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, but you have it, so I don't have to have the shovel out. I can just press Q for the quick melee. That's actually kind of sick. Kind of sick. I think I'll take that. Full ammo. We got full health. I'd love to see it. Actually, I forgot to grab the key because I'm very smart. Oh, no, I did grab the key. I just didn't actually use it, I don't think. That. What's this do? Boop. Boop. It makes friends happen. Lucky me. Let's see the thing. Whoop. Bam. I was hoping to like get really up close and personal there, but that works too. Oh, he's still alive? Well, that's disappointing. I just assumed he's gonna kill the fuck out of him. Like that. There we go. Ow. There we go. Yeah, there's some like serious Sam-ness to this game's kind of loop, which I'm appreciating. I'm a big Serious Sam enjoyer. Oh, who the fuck is this?
I
That you, Satan?
no ribbons myself, but he's one ugly bastard.
Right. Got an achievement for killing 25 bad guys with a shovel. And because this game just came out and just hit its 1.0 milestone, I don't know if you're seeing it at the Steam overlay, but all the achievements are like they all have the glowing border because not a ton of people have them yet. They probably only just got added into the game with the 1.0 release, which means there's an existing player base that of course played the game when it was early access. But I did not, so I'm getting into it kind of late. And Berkeley over on TikTok asks, yeah, what kind of game is this? So the game is called Gravelord. It just hit its 1.0 release today. On the, May 21st? Yeah, May 21st. It released today. It's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. It's been in early access for a while, but yeah, right now it just hit the 1.0 milestone, which is pretty damn sweet. Pretty damn sweet. We're full ammo. We're not full health, but we're full enough, I think. I'm gonna guess that this is the exit over here. So this looking portal fella. Now, I was hoping it would make the quake noise, which I like. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same amount, but small. That's delightful. They just condensed it down. Yeah, I know when we were in Japan, when we were overseas, we did see the Monster Cubed. It was like the Monster energy drink, but condensed down into a small can. So it was like probably just the standard amount, like you said, of sugar and caffeine, but in a smaller, more condensed package. Looks like all orcs must die. A little bit. Is this a weave and defense, or a wave defense game? This is a more traditional boomer shooter. I would say a more traditional arena shooter. So this is more akin to Quake. You know, go from point A to point B, shoot the bad guys. I would say the aesthetic is probably a little bit reminiscent of a game like All Orcs Must Die. There's kind of a sort of cell shading thing going on here. Bam.
Poor guy. Never saw it coming.
So the like pseudo cell shading effect probably lends itself to how that game looks. I've actually never played any of the All Orcs Must Die games, so I know which ones you're talking about. Is that a second pistol? Yeah. Like a new weapon? I don't think it was. I think it was if I somehow missed the pistol the first time around, gotta just know. Also, I guess you could also do the thing where, like, if you start a level with just the traditional, well, I guess the equivalent of it would be in Doom. You can, like, do the thing in Doom where you say, let me start the level with a fresh new loadout. So instead of carrying over your weapons and your health from the previous level, you just start with the traditional 100 health pistol intro, and that's it. So maybe you could do something like that in this game, where you start with just the default loadout and nothing else. Question is, are there any switches to hit? I think here I just gotta, like, bob and weave. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, Doom or Quake, unlike generic high fantasy putt-putt course, which would be delightful. It's not mince words. I'd be down. Wait. Everything is Doom. I mean, I wish more things were Doom. As a Doom enjoyer, I'm not afraid. We can change our loadout now, presumably. So right now we have knockback. All attacks do knockback. We could switch out for something else. On a little rat fella on kill. Excuse me. Shovel attacks do a lot of damage and heal for that much. Actually, or heal for 25% of that much. I think actually sounds kind of nice. Because that's actually kind of nice. I like the whole thing where we're finding little unlockable fellas, and we have like a loadout that we're switching out constantly for abilities to store into our hat, which is kind of neat. Kind of neato. Switch. I know that's happening. Bam! But kill the shit out of them, but you have to kill their heads as well. Now when you shoot, does it cost like 2 shots? Yeah, it costs 2 shots. Is there an alt fire? There's no alt fire. Not yet, at least. Do you water? Oh, like, yeah, like the Monster Cubed or the Pepsi shot? I don't think so. I mean, I guess you could if you really wanted to. If you were like a health-conscious individual. But for goblins like Aaron and myself, probably not. Probably not. Bam! I mean, I could be ammo conscious and be, you know, only using the shotgun for like the strong fellas. Or I could be fun and not do that and use my shotgun at every turn with 0 hesitation. This game is also pretty generous so far, at least, about its ammo giftings. I feel like it's dropping ammo on a pretty regular basis, so I'm not having to be extra persnickety about these things. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for those little shootable target fellers. So I believe there's probably going to be more secrets where that came from. Probably a whole lot more secrets, really. It goes red, you say? Red. Why red? Can't reach it. Red. I wonder if there is... Maybe we'll learn more about that soon. More about that soon. Do I just drop down? I think I just dropped down then. Ow! Bad guys in a boomer shooter? A boomer shooter? In this day and age, and with these gas prices, localized entirely within your kitchen? Yes. I see it. Bam. Ow.
Too much ink and not enough sun, son.
Enough sun, son. I need the magenta key. So I can probably go and send that along, because I think the idea is we're escorting this coffin down to its destination. So well and good, but I kind of want to explore this before I commit to that. So I might open up more things that we kind of care about. What's this? A different ammo type, maybe? Whoop. Couldn't quite make it. Flintlock upgrade. Can fire 3 rounds. Oh, baby. So now we got rapid fire. That's actually kind of sick. There's the key. So I think this is what we saw earlier, but I couldn't quite reach it because we never found, like, the 3rd way to unlock the thingy. That is pretty neat. Oh. So against long-range guys, that could actually be pretty nifty. It's a convenience, of course. I'm more curious about this thing over here. Can I make that jump? Still too short. Still too short. I think that might not be a jump we're really supposed to make. Maybe if I could, like, rocket jump, but I don't think we have any rockets yet. Or any explosives. Is there, like, hold on, if I like... Or... Okay, so none of those really give you extra heft, I don't think. Super Nintendo Chalmers! Nice of you to join me. Well, well, Quake guy, I made it, despite your directions. Got a candle warmer. What, the little controller fella? Oh, it's too close? I gotcha. Just like, yeah, like cut it out or something like that. Got this wide FOV. That is, for better for worse, a tradition of many a boomer shooter. For better for worse. I like it, but it is a little bit weird. It's a little bit like, it's a little jarring. A little bit overwhelming at times. I'm sorry, I keep going back to this. I keep thinking, like, what else could I do to try to make that jump? I've really, like... I don't know if there's like bunny hopping in this game. There might be. The thing is, because Quake, of course, has been well known for its very unique kind of movement. If I'm enough of a Quake gamer to be able to attempt this. Yeah. I feel like if there was ever a chance of being able to make it, it's gonna be something like that. If I had to guess, we'll probably find a way to get into that through other means. Again, I'm just trying to find things to shoot if there's any sort of interaction. No. Can't let it go, man. I just can't let it go. That's fine. That's fine. Let's keep looking. FOV. Actually, I wonder if that's the thing we can actually modify at all. Probably not video settings. Maybe. Well, yeah. Field of view. Yeah. So it's 100 right now. The max of 120. Oh shit. So here's how it looks right now. Here's how it is right now. So, yeah, give me that chameleon brain. Right, here we go. Field of view. Back. Apply. Oh, that's a little disorienting. Oh, yeah, this is like a fish island, bro. Wow. And then if we look at the opposite end of the spectrum. And now it's like modern Call of Duty. Turn into, oh yeah, like Leon, yeah, Star Fox guy. I am the great Leon. Standard hundo. Somewhere right in the middle. Yeah, that's right, Kowalski, yeah, the superior pilot. Those giant eyeballulars of him. Aaron, I know you for sure are excited for the new Star Fox game that got announced. Do you have an opinion on the designs of the characters? Because I know there's many people on the internet that have opinions about the Star Fox character designs shown in that trailer. Personally, I don't have opinions. I think they look fine, and I'm not bothered by them, but I know the opinions have been shared. Oh shit. I'm gonna do melee. Bam. The melee is very fun, like the big extra strong melee, especially as like a quick melee attack. It's pretty slick. Might have been inspired by Blade Runner. Oh, I never made that connection. Never made that connection. Like a little bit like uncanny, like Ugly Sonic. little bit on the weird side. Yeah, I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered. And part of that might be because Star Fox has always looked a little bit fucky, I think. I think Star Fox has always looked a little bit fucky, and I don't mean bad fucky. Just, I don't know, like, I feel like there's always been a slight uncanniness to some, but anyway. Gun, by the way. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely not gonna, like, petition anybody to, like, change it, you know, because, like, with Ugly Sonic, you know, there was the whole fan petition for them to switch it up, which they did, you know, bend to. They ultimately did change it up, and they changed it for the better. I mean, there's no denying the original Sonic design was questionable at best, and that the one they used for the movies that we all saw and enjoyed is an improvement just across the board. There's no question. It was the better choice. But I feel like I just don't feel strongly enough for this one. I feel like no, I think it's fine. If they take this all the way to release with this aesthetic, I'll be completely alright with it. Okay, so I think we want it. Do I? I think I can't continue. Yeah. So we have to have it lowered. Okay, I understand. That's the thing. We're not going to see them in game very often because, of course, in game you're going to be seeing just the R-wing screen, the R-wing pilot seat, or just the R-wing itself. So you only really see it during the cutscenes, really. Yeah. Some weird kind of vintage puppet stuff. I think that's why, like, to me, it doesn't really bother me too much. Wasn't the original box art for Star Fox kind of like, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so peep the original box art for Star Fox. I think this is part of why it does not bother me. Second time I fat fingered that tonight. So the original box art, like, if nothing else, I don't know, I almost want to say the new designs are perhaps the most authentic representation of Star Fox. Like, maybe this is more of a back to basics thing than any of us want to admit. That being said, I liked the design a lot that we got in the Mario movie. I think that design was really good. Yeah, to me, oh wait, that's Star Fox Zero. Yeah, I'm completely unbothered by it. I think it's neat, and I hope the game is good. That's my opinion. That's my take. My hot take is I hope game good. And if Star Fox is a weird fucking design, it's like, not the first time. Not the first time. The G diffuser. Oh, right. That they all have, like, metal stompers. Like, adjust for the fact that, yes, the high number of G's they're going through with the maneuvers they're pulling, it would, like, fuck up the circulatory systems. They had to, like, have, like, certain parts of their bodies amputated, be able to handle what they're doing. Expect some yiffing to happen. I mean, I'm sure there will also be Rule 34 things to enjoy. I'm sure there will be some curious things on the internet. We have that to enjoy too. I think all these things are likely. All and then some. Attack spin health instead of ammo. I think I might stick with Meatloaf. Piercing to enemies sounds neat. But I think that the small health, although I think the small health might truly be just 1 HP. So maybe better healing would be more effective across the board. They want a Fox in space, right? Yeah. Which won't happen, but yeah, a Fox in space is incredible. That's a very, very good fan project, and very, very good. And I'm happy that, like, more people know about it, because when it first dropped, it was kind of a bit of a niche one as far as YouTube is concerned. But I'm glad that it's been making the rounds. People are becoming aware. Am I dead? I think I'm just dead. Yep. Missed the jump. Last save. Medicine Man. That. Not gonna fuck up the jump this time. Whoop. Bam. Is there anyone behind me? I thought maybe all the doors open, but just that one. Fox in Space is a very good YouTube channel. Very, very good animations. Yeah, extremely cool fan interpretation. Animation quality, incredible. Voice acting, just the storytelling. It just fires on all pistons, man. Fires on all goddamn pistons. Yeah, that alt fire to... Oh, but there's a cooldown. Cooldown to the alt fire. I don't know if I love that the alt fires have cooldowns. If I love them. I mean, maybe they were kind of overpowered, but that's the thing, though, is like, they're overpowered, yes, but they burn through the ammo so quickly, so it's like a kind of a risk reward already. Having the cooldown feels a little bit unnecessary. Cooldown is like kind of an unnecessary speed bump when you already have other negatives to using them. I feel like that doesn't really equate to being a thing that really balances things, or introducing a balancing aspect that is really necessary. It fell in the lava. That's why I tried to do an alt fire on that one. So we have more to explore from the area we just kind of left. Fort. I do want to kind of explore back that way a bit, and I think I will do that real quick. There's something else before we continued. What's up here? Health and a door that is closed. My favorite. My favorite. Recanonized more than the actual... Yeah. Star Fox Command, though. Star Fox Command is an odd one, because I feel like... Now, granted, I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played Star Fox Command in a long time, so maybe I have rose-colored glasses here. But I always kind of felt that Star Fox Command maybe got too much of a bad rep. Star Fox Command has got some rough parts for sure, but I feel like there were things that it did that were interesting, and some of it even did kind of well. The on-foot sections were a little bit rough. Like, some control aspects were a little bit questionable. But I don't know, I kind of like Star Fox Assault, if not just because at least they were trying something different, and it wasn't just another reboot, another reimagining of Star Fox 64 or Star Fox 1. So I like it a lot. I like it a lot, but I'm not gonna, like, say that it's amazing, or say that it's like, oh, it's a masterpiece. Like, I get it's a little bit on the scrungy side, but I don't know. I think that's one of those where I want to go back and play it again and kind of see how it feels now, because I have memory of playing it and really enjoying it despite its flaws. I remember thinking, like, you know, I'm having a really fun time, and like, I get why people are saying bad things about it, but I'm having a fun, enjoyable time here. Ooh, it sounds so sad. Good, they should be sad. They're bad guys. I want them sad. Family dining scene. It's a good series. It's a very good one. Eat your fucking Fazoo. Wait. Random save. It saved as I was like mid-swing. Just fucking crushing that man's penis. Take all that. Now, was there anything else? Let's see. Well, we've done all that. Is there anything else up this way? By now... Kind of go up the way we came. I think what's different. Do I have the key now? I move this guy along. Because I don't think I have the key yet. I think the key was down there, wasn't it? This story bothers you? Oh, well, to be honest, I remember nothing about the story. Maybe that's why I like the game. Maybe that's why I like the game so much. Maybe my brain has insulated itself from the story. Is that it right there, maybe? I think it's up there, yeah. So maybe if I press this guy again, that raises that up. What I don't know... Oh, now I can go in there, because I couldn't go in there previously. Bam! I'm ashamed that so far all the weapons use the same ammo, but I bet that's about to change. Oh, come on, bro. That's about to change. Now I'm going down, baby. Oh. Just have to... Ow. Survive for a bit? I think I'm just surviving for a bit.
If I'm honest, I've had more heat from a curry.
Delicious. My brain has repressed the memories. Yeah, I remember nothing about the story. I remember, the gameplay being inventive and some control scheme aspects being a little bit weird. I remember the on-foot stuff in particular being a little bit wobbly, control-wise. Range alt instead of the melee alt. That'd be kind of cool. Attacks on cooldown, but doing so... Oh, it does damage. I definitely don't want that. I'm kind of curious about this one. Throw it. It can stun. Kind of neat. For the first enemy hit. That's kind of neat. Oh, he explodes and does big poison damage. Actually poisons you. We'll all be a motherfucker. Well, if you guys need me, I'll just be in the corner taking poison over time damage. Shortcut. Good. So we've already been here. I might take that health. That one right there. Right there, I think I'll take that. Bloop. On that blue key, but it's coming up. I do believe it is coming up. Then this one. Not that I've been here before. The new stuff. Here's the blue fella. Of course, when I pick this up, something is going to happen. I'm going to go the opposite way for a moment. Over here. These are the armors. I got excited. You do. I don't think there's anything over there. All right. I'm committing. Commit to the bit. Opens up. New weapon. Gatling gun, baby. Uses different weapon, or different ammo. We don't have a lot of ammo for it, though. 40. We're going to blow through that real quick. So I'm going to choose to use other stuff for a little bit. What I want to know is, how do I get that guy? There's something delicious over there. Muy delicioso. That fella. Maybe this will open on its own? I want it. I'm like pawing at the screen lustfully. Give me the juice. Give me the juicy, delicious ammo. Also, speaking of things that look delicious, I don't know if that is like a rocket launcher or something else, but yeah, it looks like something extra fancy schmancy. Or any sort of interaction points, any sort of switches. Sort of things that were previously unavailable. They're already, right? Yeah, we've done all this. Yeah, we've already done all this. Okay, let's just get the show on the road. Sometimes in games like this, the answer to how do you reach that secret is like a very particular rocket jumping or something that is like very much a high level kind of gameplay. I was never enough of a Quake gamer to be able to do the rocket jumps. Like I enjoy watching the speed runs, speed demos, archive, all that shit. I enjoy that kind of stuff, but nah, man, I'm not enough of a Quake god to be able to even have a chance. No, I'm a Quake enjoyer. By no means am I a Quake, like, badass. That's the thing, too. Like, sometimes they'll say, oh, yeah, I love Quake back in the day. Someone will be like, oh, hell yeah, man. Like, you know, let's install Quake Champions and we'll 1v1 me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. When I say I like Quake, I mean I like playing the game. I don't mean I'm like a fucking, like sicko who actually, like, is good at the game. I'm just a chump who likes playing the single-player mode. I don't do, like, the fucking PvP shit. That's something else entirely. So now this is open. All right, so now... Secrets. Explosives. All right. You have my attention. You have my attention. Explosives. I like that word. Question is, how do I find that fancy weapon? But maybe there'll be another opportunity for that later. The button. Boop. Riding this puppy down. Riding the puppy. At least it moves past. Right, that's one thing I really appreciated when it came to Star Fox Assault. It really took pains to do something different, which inevitably means that, you know, some people will take issue with that, and some people, you know, would prefer, you know, what they know. But I don't think that was the extent of what people didn't like. I don't think that's all it was. I think there were other things that people took issue with. Like, as if it was that simple where I could just say, oh, people don't like it just because it's different. Like, no, I think there were other valid complaints. But it does make me wonder if it's aged as badly as some of us think it is. And I can't but wonder if maybe it's, you know, it gets an overly negative rep. Or maybe to Aaron's point, maybe it doesn't get a bad enough rep. Maybe it needs a worse rep. I still have so much ammo for the shotgun and just baby ammo for the Gatling gun. And I'm sure this thing burns through ammo like it's nothing. I feel like I need to continue to save up for a little bit until I'm flush with that shit. pop off with it. Yeah, finally. Yeah, that's the Quake equivalent of like, hey man, yeah, like install Quake Champions and let's play together. And by that, I mean, let's just do 1v1s. I mean, I enjoy arena shooter multiplayer back in the day. I enjoyed like Quake Live. I enjoyed, you know, like Red Faction, like those kinds of more arena shootery. No, I mean, I enjoyed Counter-Strike as well, where it's tactical and slow-paced, but I also like the fast-paced Unreal Tournament, that kind of stuff. But I was never any good at it. I just enjoyed, like, jumping on a server with 30 other players, like a mostly full server, and just getting into goofy hijinks and blowing shit up and getting my ass kicked mostly, but... And so I enjoyed those things. But I was never any good at it, and I definitely was never good to do, like, the small-scale, like, 1v1 or 2v2 maps. Playing Quake for the story, yeah. I mean, the story is, you know, nothing to be. I don't think it's anything special, but I love the vibe of Quake 1 and its expansions, the kind of gothic, kind of Cthulhu, Lovecraft stuff. I love that kind of shit, and I like Quake 2 and I like Quake 3, and I have actually played Quake 4, so I mean I like the sci-fi stuff, but I really love the original Quake. The plot is insane and not. Yeah, I mean, what is Quake's plot? I don't fucking know. You're in a fucking nightmare, and you go through the episodes, and you find a portal to hell, and then you kill things, and then you find another portal to mega hell, and you kill more things, and then super hell happens, and then you telefrag a interdimensional shambler or whatever, or no, whatever the boss was. So yeah, it's garbledy-goop, and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it other than portal to hell, shit's fucked. Another portal to hell, shit's more fucked. And it's very fun. I love it. Ah. You know, let's try it out. It's actually not that quick of a shooter, of a gun. It's quick, but it's not like a bullet chomper. It's more of a bullet... I mean, it's a bullet eater. Not full chompies. If you could stand for a moment, I'll take care of you in just a moment here. Was there a dude behind me that whole time? Maybe a dude behind me just nibbling upon my penis. Small little nibbles. Alright, so we got 2 green boys. Which one do I take? They might be different. A spouse who introduces you to the concept of strogification. Strogification. Is that related to Quake? The word strog feels familiar.
Something wicked this way comes.
There's anything about to come, it's gonna be this guy. Oh, can I throw? There we go. Got it. Frick, I had that. Stunned.
Oh, you're one ugly motherfucker.
Now we're probably gonna have more of those dudes as like a regular enemy, or at least a regularly occurring enemy. Kind of like the interdimensional shambler, where that was kind of a boss in Quake, but after a certain point, you just kind of start seeing them around. Maybe not like a regular enemy, but an elevated enemy that is not like hugely special designation. Also, spectral shovel. What that does? Big shovel. Aim at blue glowing surface. I can yank things towards me. Oh. Whoa. So now I have incentive to go back towards some of those areas that we saw previously. Where we saw that. I saw the red cross and I was like, what is this? Now I think I know. Finally starting to understand. Oh, well, fell in love. Go back. I'm dead. Not surprised. Pretty neat. Now, do I have to have the shovel out for it? No, I do not. I can do it anytime I want. Neato. Pretty cool. Once I get explosives, that's gonna go so fucking hard. Bam. Oh, in the lava. No, I don't wanna. No. Oh, scared. Oh, jeez. I got scared. Now, explosives will go very hard because when they're all clumped together like that, they're all clumpified, I want to explode the shit out of them with explosives. No! Yep. Still burning through ammo like... Well, actually not burning through ammo. Hoarding ammo for the shotgun like it's no one's business. Yeah, so Strogification or Strog is from Quake. Yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what that means. But I can say it does sound like something I've heard before. Either the name or topic of what Strog would mean. It sounds like a Warhammer thing. I think of Nurgle. It sounds like something that would be relating to Nurgle in some way.
And this happens when you hold your farts in.
That's what happens. You'll explode and die. I mean, probably. Probably want to die. You'll probably feel not so good. Quake 4. Oh, okay. So actually, yeah, I never did play Quake 4. I played all the episodes of Quake 1. Of course, I played all the episodes of Quake 2 as well. Played a little bit of Quake 3. Of course, Quake 3 was primarily a multiplayer game. I didn't really do a whole lot of Quake 3. I played like Quake Live and Champions and a couple of the other ones that were more multiplayer centric. But as far as single player stuff, really love that shit. But yeah, never actually did get around to 4. I'm glad I looked. I'm glad I looked. More ammo. Big health. Big health. Big ammo. I love it. So one of those where it like slowly drains over time? It is. It is one of those that slowly drains over time. I had a sneaking, not so sneaking suspicion. So we got to keep an eye out for potential spots to like gravitate ourselves upwards. Oop. Thought this is gonna open. I was waiting for that to open and for it to reveal itself. Oh. Get myself the suck. Stun you so I can take care of yo ass and make it become grass. Got an achievement for giving 100 enemies. What did I give them? Explode him and kill him? This one's exposed, by the way. One of these guys. Ow. I stun you? Yeah. Take care of you real quick. But sure enough, yeah, not exactly like a boss enemy necessarily. More of just an elevated enemy that is, you know, requires special attention for sure. Like an archvile or something where it's a big deal, but not like an, oh god, this is the end of the level. No, not that at all. Not that at all. The other stuff's... Zoop. Whoop. Try again. Is there a cooldown for it, I guess? Yeah, there's a cooldown, I see. There we go. Now, if I had to guess, this will probably bring us back to the beginning. Maybe, because, yeah, we definitely... I mean, I guess... I don't know, maybe I could do, like, a whole bunch of backtracking. Like, a whole bunch of backtracking to get back to some of these areas. I can reach this secret. Oh, so we saw these from afar. And maybe, like, speedrunners or something could come up with a way to get through this area way early, like we were trying earlier. Maybe there's some kind of, like, fancy strat that my small hobbit-sized brain just couldn't fathom. Because anytime you have a level like this where you're kind of weaving throughout, kind of bobbing and weaving throughout and a sequence or a series of sequences that is... Like, you're kind of getting glimpses. You're, like, catching glimpses of an area that you can't reach yet, but you can see it, and it's just barely out of reach. That's the kind of, like, sequence breaky shit that can get really interesting when it comes to, like, speedruns and that kind of thing. And, of course, when it comes to speedruns and that kind of shit, I mean, Quake was, like, the OG, let's be real. Woo! Quake was, like, the OG because it was because of Quake that Speed Demos Archive became a thing, which is kind of what turned into Games Done Quick, honestly. Well, maybe not turned into Games Done Quick, but it was a pivotal... like kickoff point or origin point for Games Done Quick. I want to waste a ton of time looking through this, but I'm looking for other places that we could jump to. There was at least one place I saw earlier, and I was like, what was that? What was that thing I was looking at? And it was the warp point. Being, yeah, it was right here. It was right here. And I see this stuff back there. I can suck myself to that, no problem. I thought maybe there was something to that. Nothing else really jumps out. Okay, in that case, let's just go back down then. No, just go back down. learn about it, and explain the concept of Gracie over a romantic candlelight dinner. I'm sure she would love it. I'm sure she would love it. Aaron, do you ever have moments where you're trying to describe a video game thing to Helen, and it's something you're excited to talk about, and the more you talk about it, you just watch the light fade from her eyes when you realize you're either describing something that's either very boring to her or just very fucked up, and you don't realize how fucked up it is until you've like committed to the bit, and you're like, well, I guess I might as well finish describing the concept, but boy, like, but man, this is gonna either bore the shit out of her or disturb the shit out of her or both. But it's like, but I'm gonna look foolish if I just stop talking. Like, I might as well just see this all the way through. Because me either. No, I never do that. No, I never bore Gracie with video game nerd talking that turns fucking cringe. I would never do exactly what I just described verbatim. I'm gonna save just because I don't know what's about to happen. Yeah, read save. Yeah, please. Usually it's job stuff. Yeah, I would say that's accurate too. Job stuff is a valid comparison there. And you're probably like me, where you'll try to summarize it quickly when you realize how boring it sounds. And let's be real, talking about job shit usually is pretty boring. Usually that kind of shit is kind of lame. So yeah, so like it's like if you'll try to like summarize it quickly, try to like just get the show on the road here. A nebulous tech job does that to people. Yeah, I understand. I was trying to describe that concept to my mom the other day. And by the other day, I mean last week when we were hanging out for Mother's Day. Because I don't know if your parents do this, Aaron. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, understandable. Or for anybody in the chat, if you ever have this happen where with your family members, or I don't know, just or family friends, anybody who's a little bit older than you are, anyone that's a generation or two older, if you ever have this thing where you haven't seen them in a while, and they ask the usual, hey, how you doing? How are things? How's your family? How's your spouse? How's your blah, 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 blah. And then it's, oh, how's work? And then you answer like probably how most of us do when you say, that's fine, work continues to be work, who fucking cares? And then they continue to ask more about work, and they continue to ask more about work and more pointed questions about work. And that's such a fascinating concept to them. And for people like us, again, maybe I'm projecting here, but for people like myself, at least, work is such a boring fucking thing to talk about. I mean, my job is, just like Aaron's, a nebulous tech job that bores the shit out of most people, most normal humans. And I don't really want to talk about it. It's not that I'm, like, afraid to talk about it or it makes me uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. I just don't think my job's very interesting, and I can't really present it in a way that makes it interesting. And I don't know, to me, work is just a means to an end. It'd be one thing if it was my passion, if I was passionate about my job. And I think maybe what it comes down to is maybe it's like a generational thing. Maybe the next, like, the older generations, to them, maybe work was like a very big deal. And, like a thing of pride, like a thing they were proud of. And if that is the case, great. I'm envious of that. But I think for a lot of us, work is just a means to an end. It is to earn a living that can afford my lifestyle, and that's it. I don't fucking care. Like I'm not bothered when family members ask about it. Like, I'll play the song and dance. Gracie knows there's kind of a thing with her family where they know that I'm a tech person, and not a lot of them on her family. This is not shaming anybody, but not a lot of them on her family are tech oriented. A lot of them are more into a lot of graphic designers in her family, a lot of artists, a lot of that kind of stuff. So not a lot of like people that really know computers that well beyond graphic design stuff. So they'll ask like, oh yeah, so especially the older folks, they will inevitably ask, so Alex, do you work from home a lot? And the answer is always, yes, I work from home all days of the week except for one day of the week, usually Thursdays. And it's usually a matter of like, when we get together with these family members, usually the older ones, it's like how many minutes will go by before one of them asks me, so Alex, do you work from home with your job? Like, it comes up every time. Every damn time. So it's kind of a recurring joke. But I don't know. It's something I've definitely noticed over the years. And again, I don't say this with any hate in my heart. If in my family are listening in, this is not me saying, don't you dare ask about my job. Because I don't care. I don't care. I'll talk about whatever. But it's fascinating that I was describing to her when I hang out with Aaron, when I hang out with Gracie, when I hang out with, friends and other like people around my age, we'd never ask each other about work. It's not that we don't care, Aaron. It's not that I don't care about your job, that kind of thing. Ooh, found this, by the way.
I wonder if the
But
baddies can play.
it's just not a thing we default to because we all understand it's boring. Who fucking cares? There was a talk I remember watching years ago at a work thing I was at, and he was saying how if you want to connect with people at your job, or like people at, maybe not at your job, but at a professional event. So say you're at a networking event. You're at one of these like networking shindigs. You're like kind of mingling with other tech people, other young professionals, or in my case, professionals. Not young. I'm not a young professional anymore. By the way, I'm definitely lost. I'm just trying to find my way here. He was saying how the best way to kill the conversation is to ask them about their job, ask them about work, and you'll just watch the light fade from their eyes. You'll watch their enthusiasm turn to dust, their smile, their enthusiasm gone. However, he says if you want to like actually get some like inspired conversation, like you actually want to like bring life into the conversation, ask them about their hobbies, ask them about what they enjoy doing outside of work, and you're like, everybody will have a much better time. And I took that to heart, and I still fucking do. Still fucking do. So yeah, lesson learned is Alex is lost. I'm lost, I don't know where to go, and I'm scared. There's probably something else I'm supposed to use the suck ability. Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to suck, because we just got it here. We just got it here. Or I guess the room prior. And then we used it to open this area, I think. Or maybe it was the opposite. The loaded question. Thoughts on AI, right? Exactly. Yeah, that's come up a lot. That's come up a lot too, yeah. And that's talk about a bummer of a conversation topic, right? Because Aaron, your response was probably like mine, which is, yeah, man, we're all miserable, we all hate it, and we're being forced to use it. And nobody likes it except the top brass. They love it. But most of us who fucking get it, we hate the AI shit. We hate that we're forced to use it. We hate that it's gonna make people like lose their jobs. And there's nothing we can do about it. And it's just this forced inevitability. And life is pain and existence is futile. And Gamertech, thank you for the raid. We're having a happy conversation. What's up, buddy? We're playing Gravelord. This game is very cool. Despite me being lost right now, I'm a little bit lost. Is there a map? This map. I can look at my stuff. There's a number of kills. So we're definitely almost done with the game. We just got a cool ability. Check this out. See these little portals? Suck. I can give myself a suck. No, it's a cool little game. I like this. It's a cool little boomer shooter. Retro revival kind of shooter. It's very good. It's very good. And in fact, it's been in early access for quite some time now. But it just had its 1.0 release today. Today it has had its 1.0 release. It's a good time. We got Corky. What's up, Corky? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, this game is pretty neat. I'm liking it a lot so far, even though I'm a little bit on the lost side. Maybe I'm supposed to go back up. I started to go up, and then I changed my mind. Whomst? Dost thou exist, a rapscallion? Yes, I think we found where we're supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to warp up this way. There we go. So we're making progress, baby. If you found bad guys, that means you've made progress. Opposition means progress, which... I guess you could maybe turn that into some kind of political statement. But anyway. Up. We're going uppies. Ow. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little retro revival shooter. Uh-oh. Let's see, am I hacked? I'm not hacked. Okay, good. Pretty neat. I'm liking it so far. Oh, no! And it's very quick. It's like kind of like Quake. If you ever played Quake back in the day. Less Doom, more Quake is how this game feels. It's very good. Ah! Oh, I saw it. I saw the suck. Woo! Blast the ass. There's still not a ton of ammo for that thing. How's about this? I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to the exit.
Ever considered a career as a Halloween decoration?
Alright. Put a pin on that. I think there might have been something else back this way I want to check real quick, because it might be a cool little secret. I'm going to drop back down with purpose. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Can't forget the toxic fumes. Gamertech, thank you for that raid. And if there's any clips you want to share, by the way, bud, you've heard my spiel so many times. Gamertech, you're always so kind to me, man. So good with the raids. You're so generous. If there's anything you want to share with us, I'm always down, man. I'm always down. Yeah, I'm a realtor, and I'm showing you the same room over and over again because we're getting lost in this house that I've been to maybe once, and the person I'm showing the house to has never been to. So it's the blind leading the blonde. I mean, maybe they're blonde. The blind leading the blind. I'm like getting us turned around constantly, showing the same room over and over. I'm taking like pained efforts to, let's try this left turn, let's try this direction instead. And each time I keep ending up in the same goddamn place, becoming more and more perplexed and bamboozled as time goes on. Yeah, too fucking real, man. Too fucking real. Something... What the hell's shining there? I thought there was like something that I saw that caught my eyeballs. One or more of my eyeballs. I thought there was something else that where I saw like another path leading up and I got excited. Wasn't that one, and this is the one that took us to actual progress. This one here? Isn't that one here? Okay. So I thought there was one other path that caught my eye that was going to maybe have secrets, and I got excited. It did not have secrets. No excitement was felt. Zero enthusiasm. No, there's nothing else to be seen here. Go ahead and get this. The ending. Almost fell. Ending to this level here, which has been a cool level, but kind of a long one because my slow ass. Slow ass. Be this way. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Quirky. I appreciate you popping in. It's good to see you. Gamertech needs the foodsies. There you go, man. There you go. If there's anything else here, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Plenty of stuff there. Got big armor. Big armor. Huge, huge armor. We about to fight something big. Is this quad damage? This might be quad damage. What's this gonna be? What's this gonna be? Texas Chainsaw Massacre basement you saw? Oh, man. Was it really fucked? Was it really fucked up? Just lost for words? Oh, man. So this is when you guys were house hunting, presumably. Good to see you guys. Ooh, Gamertech's got something. Quirky says, uh-oh, is this a scary clip? Let's find out. Let's find out what's Gamertech got for us. Appreciate you popping in, guys. Thank you again for the raid. That was very nice of you guys. Guys and gals. Max volume. Let's fucking do this. Tomb Raider. Is that what you're playing tonight? It is. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Very nice.
No, God, get down!
Good timing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The haters will say that was an edit. That's not in the actual game itself.
Fuck you.
The haters will say that's not in the actual game itself. That those are stream effects. One more time if you missed it. Looks down. God, no!
Uh-oh.
What was the other one? I didn't recognize the fuck you clip. Nope. Uh-oh. Nope. Twitch. You alright? Twitch. I did see it was stuttering a little bit.
Uh-oh. Do some warning.
It was doing some stutters.
Fuck you.
It might be my internet. My internet might be pooping a little bit. Sorry if my internet's pooping out a little bit there. The timing of that first one was especially delightful. It was years ago for the first house hunt. Gotcha. No lighting, unfinished concrete. Use the phones. Oh man, that's impressive. Some Chainsaw Massacre shit right there. Has-Been Hotel. I don't know if I recognize that actually. I'm guessing it was like I'm guessing it was like an online series. Because at first I thought like, oh yeah, it was like a Cartoon Network show, but then they probably aren't like swearing openly like that. Hell of a Boss? Was that the name of the show? It was a web series. Okay, yeah. No, there's many a web series that I probably never watched back in the day. Especially if this was, yeah, from some time ago. Oh, okay, so the two different shows, same creator. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I want to say I've maybe seen the name Has-Been Hotel, just spelled like that. I've probably seen that before. Like the name at least, but I've not actually like seen the actual series. And by the same creator, yeah. Yes, I don't recognize it, but or rather, I've definitely never seen it. But I did like the clip. That was delightful. Be curious what my beverage of choice is tonight. There's an international market not too far from where I live. And we, this is actually a thing that we saw when we were in Japan last year. Myself and Game and Browse, Aaron, who's in the chat, and our respective wives, the four of us went to Japan last year for 3 weeks. And to this day, now that we've been there, I always am excited to go to the international market, because anytime I see something I recognize, it's like, oh, I remember these, and it was on sale. That's my bevy of tonight. Bevy choice of tonight. Broadway actors and singers. That's incredible. So it's kind of a musical. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you again, GamerTech, for that raid. It's really nice of you. Let's jump back into the games, and we're about to do something with a lot of bad guys. I bet there's going to be a big combat area. I'm going to guess that's quad damage. This game's equivalent.
Fury. Unstoppable.
We're a furry now? We were talking about the new Star Fox design. A lot of these guys, which we kill very quickly now. Oh, a whole bunch of these guys. And I insta-give the shit out of them. I should lower the sound effects. I'm going to lower the sound effects a little bit, because the music is actually pretty reasonable. Well, maybe a teensy bit lower. Sound effects, lower them quite a bit. Apply, yes. I mean, it makes sense, of course, that the music would be nice and loud. Or the sound effects would be nice and loud. By default, at least. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Is there more? Yeah, just a few more. Hold. This fucking dude. This fucking guy. Something else trying to get me earlier. Smack. Smack. Yep, there we go. Little fellas, just tiny little dudes. Ready to leave. All right. Staircase to the end of level. There we go. There we go, man. Yeah, but thank you, though, GamerTech. That was nice of you, man. Are there other games you plan on streaming over the next couple days, or, like, say, over the weekend? We got weekend coming in hot, man. Tomorrow's Friday. We're almost there. Almost made it, man. Almost survived through the whole damn thing. Despite the universe's best efforts. Just about made it, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. To quickly get up there to get the health. Which we're already at full health, which is great. I'll take the shields. One other shield thingy, I think. Lots of health. What else I can take with me? Nope. Let's jump on out of here. Woo! Second level complete. E1, M2, baby. Medium difficulty, killed all but one dude. 4 secrets is actually not bad. At least for me. For my first time through in a game like this, I'm frequently oblivious to finding secrets and such. No, I'm liking this game a lot. It's very good. If you're an enjoyer of boomer shooters, if you're an enjoyer of Quake, old school retro revival kinds of games, kind of shooty pooty games, it's neat. It's neat. Gonna slowly walk towards me. What do you guys do? Just do melee attack? You don't have a head.
Of corpse.
Of course, I love it. No head, so no headshots for these guys. But again, I don't think there's, like, location damage for bad guys in this game. At least I've not noticed if there is. Blip. I fall over. Blip. Slinking down, looking sad. Oh. Hello? Once again, I think that's the thing where they give us a pistol at the very start. And it's like, well, by this point, we would have absolutely found pistols, obviously. I think the idea, though, is that they set that up as an opportunity where if you wanted to do a neutral start, where you start with just the bare minimum, and the bare minimum in this game would be just the shovel. Just the shovel and 100 health, and that's it. Gate opens. The gate that was closed, apparently. I'll be up further up ahead. Anything else? No, sir. No, sir. Shotgun guy to the left, and new fella. New fella just dropped. Melee guy. Ow. You know what? Stun you.
Anger management would do wonders here.
Oh, I thought that was a bad guy. Very convincing statue. Move him in a direction. I'm gonna have him face that guy. Probably a greater puzzle thing I need to keep an eye out for. Is probably more where that came from. Gotta keep an eye out for more spectral shovel opportunities to like teleport myself up. Or where that came from, I do believe. Ladder here? No. Oh, well, yeah, it's kind of a ladder. I don't think it is, though. Mortal Kombat map? Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Upgrade? So that's the upgrade. Or that would give us the upgrade if we didn't already have it. But we, of course, do already have it now. Slowly opens. Yep, it's slowly opening. There's motherfuckers out here. Else, can I make that jump? Nope. Thinking this is like a ladder. I keep also looking. It's a little bit of a dark game, thematically, but also literally. Actually, it's not really dark thematically. It's more cartoonish. But I keep reaching for a flashlight button that does not exist. Keep trying to pay respects with the F button. Ooh. I keep seeing the ring of bullets for the Gatling gun. I keep thinking it's like a giant coin, like the giant disc. It's like a giant Mario coin. It's like a giant disc. It's got like the yellow and the gold kind of hue to it. At first thought is, oh boy, coin. That means money, which is good. Which was, of course, the whole design idea. Yeah. When Miyamoto and a bunch of the other Nintendo guys, so like the OG Nintendo dudes from back in the day, when they were designing the Mario games, they were like, well, we need to like have some kind of thing to guide the player along. What's the thing that is a positive thing that everybody loves that does not need any sort of translation to explain its significance? Oh, right, money. And they were right. They were absolutely right. We're so real for this. Surprised there were just the dudes' heads instead of their actual bodies floating about. Now we have a pretty good amount of this fancy stuff. Yes, yes. Yep. Keep looking over at that. I'm thinking, can I make that jump? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Whoop! Not quite, not quite. Back up. Be more dudes where that came from. Yeah, more Tomb Raider, he says. Build your own loot by 4 chests and assembling it. Wait, hold on. To build your own loot. 4 chests and assembling it. In Tomb Raider, that is? I guess that's like part of the, like, just the main story, the main quest. I'm such a fake gamer. I've actually never played a Tomb Raider game before. Can you believe that? I've never played the OG. Never played any of the original ones or the newer ones. Or like the middle era, like PS2, PS3 era games. Never played a single Tomb Raider game. So, it's a series that I've neglected for many a long year. And at some point, I think it would be good. It would behoove me, I think, to go back and play through some of those games. You know, we, of course, played through these Soul Reaver games recently. Not all of them, but played through well, actually, that's not true. We did play through all the Soul Reaver games, but not all the Legacy of Kain games. Legacy of Kain spans a whole lot, so I haven't seen everything. But we've done a whole bunch of them. And Legacy of Kain, like the remastered games, they were all published by Crystal Dynamics and Aspyr. Or I guess they were developed by Crystal Dynamics and, like, Saber Interactive, but published by Aspyr, which... that's kind of been their thing lately. They've been doing a lot of those kind of remaster projects. But originally, a lot of those PS1, PS2 games were published by Eidos. And I'm pretty sure Eidos were also the publishers for some of those early Tomb Raider games. Can I smack multiple dudes simultaneously? Definitely shoot shotgun. Multiple dudes. Definitely do that part. Series I really ought to play, and as an enjoyer of old school jank games, I kind of want to start with the originals, although I've heard that the originals have not aged perfectly for everybody. I've heard some people say, like, man, like, even people my age that tried them back in the day, I know a couple folks that bounced off of the original Tomb Raider games, because it was just a bit not quite their cup of tea. But then I know other people that played the shit out of them, so I, gotta try for myself someday. Where we first came from. There was a third path. Was it this one? Oh, here we go. That leads to the secret. And some ratos. Alright, shovel attacks too. That's what we have right now. So more ammo picked up. More rat fellas. The more ammo picked out thing sounds neat. You know, in all fairness, the shovel attack thing is neat. But I'm not attacking with the shovel that much. I guess it can be useful if I'm getting, like, low on health. I think more ammo sounds nice, though. That's like a you know, the other one's kind of a desperation move. This one, though, is the thing that'll always help us. I've been here before, or is this a secret? Secret. Hey, we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think Eidos Interactive is around anymore. I think that is a publisher from yesteryear that is no longer around. And of course, those IPs have since been picked up by other folks, which is good. But yeah, I've seen that name Eidos Interactive, and it's like, ah, yes, this recalls from the simpler times, the before times. Hit his ass. There we go. Barrel. I thought maybe there's gonna be something there. Sometimes the barrels, you explode them, they'll actually give you something, or they'll reveal a new path. Tier 2 card, Frostbite, giving slows and deals damage to other dudes nearby. All attacks recharge faster. That sounds neat. So I can fire a lot quicker. That sounds kind of cool too, though, honestly. The thing is, of course, we're not... We do gibbing on a fairly regular basis. We'll do it a lot more once we find a rocket launcher, obviously. Faster firing. Tempting. Tempting. I'm kind of vibing with that. Do I feel the difference? Maybe I do. Maybe it's confirmation bias. I mean, for sure, like, that stuff recharges faster, obviously, which is all well and good. Eventually, we're gonna get into that guy with the key specifically, so I can do big damage, big damage. Climb the ladder up. Before I commit to that, was there anything else in this area before we begin to ascend? It's a blinky fella. That's a gotta walk up and press the button. Blinky fella, not a shooty kind of blinky fella. Magenta key. Here's where he blew up that barrel, and I got excited, but nothing there. I got excited and I exploded the barrel prematurely. No shame about a premature barrel explosion. It happens to the best of us. Flip. Yeah. I'm gonna get really excited when we get the rocket launcher, because I do love a good rocket launcher in a game like this. In my heart of hearts, I was saying how much I'm very much a Quake guy. Or at least more of a Quake guy than I am a Doom guy. And that's correct. At least, like, original Doom. I've not played new Doom, but I've definitely played original Doom a lot. Played original Quake a lot. But I'll tell you when it comes to, like, OG boomer shooters go, I'll tell you the series that really captured my penis was Serious Sam. And I know that's kind of a weird choice, because Serious Sam was kind of like almost like a lampoon of arena shooters. Not quite as much as Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem was like a different kind of lampooning, I think. Because Duke Nukem, like, his whole shtick, of course, was like, you know, kind of misogynistic, kind of, and not really an anti-hero, but like, it's hard to take him seriously. And Serious Sam, well, it's in the name. Of course you take him seriously. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's... I guess you laugh at those games, or like they're lampooning different things in different ways, I guess is what I'm kind of getting. Serious Sam, the outlandishness was the level design, and the kind of weapons you get, and the monsters you fight, and the boss battles, and how huge the games are, how huge the arenas are. Just the game is so over the top. Duke Nukem, I don't really ever... now, granted, I haven't played a lot of those games. I played a little bit of Duke 3D, never beat it. Never actually beat it, but like... seen what I think was a little bit of it, at least. Maybe a little bit. Enough to get the kind of the general vibe. And I was like, well, this game is solid. It's like a solid FPS. With, like, yeah, a protagonist that's kind of a piece of shit, but, like, that's kind of the whole point. Again, not to take it very seriously. Let's find it up. There's like a teleport thing. Yeah, can I go through there? Go around? I could go around it. Do it. Oh, you don't have it. Oh, you don't start the level with it. You gotta find it in each level. Gotta find it in each level. So anyway, yeah, just to complete the thought. Serious Sam, the absurdity is, yeah, just with like the design of each level. And I loved it. I loved those games back in the day. I'd fucking devoured them. So anything that kind of reminds me of Serious Sam, like that's a clear right there. That attack pattern, that's a clear attack right there. So the Quake isms of this game make me happy, but there are some Serious Sam isms that also make me very happy to see. Happy to see him. Yeah, I don't have the spectral shit. Excuse me. We've seen 2 doors, or 2 keys that yeah, 2 doors that require different kinds of keys. Ow. Yeah. Oh, gee. It's like Spectral Batfell is a bit of a menace. A public menace. Public menace, also a private menace. Come over here. I want to stand right here. Stand right here. I want you to come over right here. Go by the barrel. Yeah. Over here. A little bit closer, Yeah, good enough. There we go. Not too bad.
This is what happens when a deer gets too horny.
It's more antlery, excuse me. Actually, it's called an antlers, actually. Pushes up glasses. Actually. Shotgun? Ooh. Strong piercings? Oh my, you weren't kidding. You ain't just whistling Dixie there, brother. Oh, right, the recoil, though. Or the recharge. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. And, of course, that's something that does persist. Something that does persist in between levels. But the spectral shovel, that is a level-specific thingy. A slight bummer. No, so I want to go that way next. Health. Potentially makes sense, though, because I guess giving that as a level-specific power-up, a level-specific ability, does kind of, like, simplify kinds of hijinks you can pull off with the teleport ability. Because, yeah, I guess if you started the level with it, then they'd have to get potentially a lot more tricksy with their placement. The placement of, like, the warpable portals and whatnot. So I can see levels getting, like, really complex. Perhaps even unnecessarily complex with that added in. So maybe it's for the best. Kind of put the dampener on how weird things can get. There's the purple... Oh, that's not the purple key. That is that's a card. Shoot 'em? No, shot 'em. Places the shovel totem and zaps them. I don't know, I kind of like the stun one. Force enemies to attack the enemy you hit. That's kind of cute, actually. That's actually kind of really cool. The stun one is neat. And of course, the stun one, I think, well, you know what? It probably doesn't work on bosses. Let's be real. Let's do the blame. Let's do the blame game. I like that. There's some melee fell. Oh, whoa. Get grabbed. Getting grabbed, and there's some ghoulies. Homeboy just kind of left me alone. Bam. Not too bad, not too bad. Shotgun's still kind of our default weapon here. No blue key for us. Is that the third one? I know we saw... Yeah, we saw magenta and I think yellow or gold key. But also blue key, so 3 key colors. That's to find. Is that a thing I can shoot? Is that a shootable thing? Nah. I think if it's blinking, then it's shootable. Seems like a great place for dudes to rise out of the ground. Cowardly ghoul hides his face. Move him to the wall. Is that it? Cowardly Ghoul hides his face. Now, whether that is sufficient, maybe I need to go back and do the same thing for the other one we saw kind of in that town square area. If there's like a wall I can kind of face him up against. Maybe. What's up, Aleph? Oh, by the way, Aleph, we were talking about music yesterday. You were asking me for music recommendations. I misspoke. The name of the band I mentioned, it's not Rat King. The name of the band is Castle Rat. Castle Rat's the name of the band. And what threw me is because the singer is frequently referred to as the Rat Queen. So I was getting like her name, her stage name conflated. So Castle Rat is the name of the band I was trying to think of the other day. And by other day, I mean yesterday. So if you're an enjoyer of Ghost and that kind of like Scooby-Doo horror metal, it's they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And their stage costumes are hilarious and goofy and over the top. It's a pretty cool band. Can I just shoot? Oh. That's simple. Ah. Shoot the walls down. It's that simple. Probably could have just hit it with the shovel instead. Yeah, Castle Rat. Yeah. Yo, you're all with their social media managers? That's awesome. So you literally know that, well, maybe not the band, but you know them probably better than I do, honestly. The singer is pretty. She is a pretty lady. She's a pretty lady, and the costume is generous. It is a generous costume. But, you know, I mean, honestly, I even think the music is good. I like the music. The same way that I like Ghost's music, but also their costumes are incredible and hilarious and goofy as all get up. But Ghost does not have boobs, so there you go. Therefore, Castle Rat is superior in all ways. I'm gonna guess that I think that was where the key was, so maybe it like popped the key up top. Let's get back up top and see if we can get to the goods. And of course, yeah, Aleph, since you work at a pretty like popular and well-known venue, you probably have like you're probably like more in tuned with like certain bands or certain, like you said, like certain like you know, this band's social media manager, or like a
funeral.
You know, like companies that help manage these kinds of entertainment artists, that kind of thing. Production companies and stage design companies, all that kind of thing. I know there's a lot of I should have used the other thing. Bam. Poison, there's no one else to attack, yeah. Yeah, all like the different pieces. All the different pieces that like kind of flow into a into making concerts happen, and all the different multi-disciplines. So weird with my keyboard here. I think like one of my keyboard buttons is kind of going on the fritz, because right now my D key is being a little bit weird. My D is not always functioning correctly. My D seems to be slightly diminished. Now it's okay. I was like, I could go left, I could go up, I could go down, but I couldn't. But I was like, I'm having a hard time going right. I was like a NASCAR driver. I could only turn left for a minute there. Booties. Jump boots. Can I do double jump? Oh, double jump. There's more booties eventually. 3 statues are the key for the gold fella. I wonder if the double jump is only for this one level. Let's see, each pair of boots gives you 1 more jump. No, that is pretty cool though, Aleph. No, yeah, I imagine there's probably like a lot to those kinds of things that go behind the scenes, not just the artists, but you know, stage managers and pyrotechnics and like all these kinds of things that go behind making a concert happen, making a tour happen, no less, for some of these artists. It's a whole ass thing, man. Whole ass goddamn thing. Here, can I force him to attack you? I can and I will. Infighting. Love to see it. Definitely gonna try to use this more often. Especially if there's like one big guy, all the little guys can swarm. Get their asses. Saved. Open the door. Shortcut. Yeah. Oh, the purple. It's like a poison effect almost. Ow. It does hurt them as well, but the main thing, of course, is the curse that you apply that forces bad guys to attack them. Oh shit. Fuck is you. Shoots grenades? Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, with the grenade launcher chainsaw guys from Quake.
Big cannon, big ego, and now a big grave.
And he's big dead. Gotta use this jump, this double jump to get you other cool things. The first time we found explosives. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Yeah, get his ass. We found these explosives pretty often, but I do wonder what it's all gonna be about. Dudes, any dudes want to attack this guy? Ow, ow, ow. Oh god, I got to buy every single one. Okay. Kind of low on health myself. Oh, oh fuck! I just took that shit on the fucking chin. Thump, thump, thump. These guys to see each other, so that guy can get fucking blasted by the other dude, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll have to take his ass out. My own damn self. Pretty low on ammo for that thing, unfortunately. No. I wonder if he can damage himself. I'm sure he can. I'm trying to bait him into, like, shooting like that. Again, do it. I'm trying to think he doesn't take his own damage, so I'll just fuck him up myself. I'm low on health and it's scary. That'll help though, that makes it less scary. More green, which means armor, which is good. Probably jump up there. Ooh, that's very, very purple. Very purple blue. Blurple. A double jump, but I can't quite reach that one just yet. Maybe from here? Hoop, hoop. Not quite, not quite. Excuse me. Explosives, but we've yet to find the thing that we can feed into the explosives. Get up on her. There's something behind the... Oh, it can just jump over. Hey, there we go. Secret! Beautiful. Yeah, I hope my, when I was acknowledging that my keyboard's being a little fucky, it'd be a shame if I had to replace my keyboard. Now, I do have an extra keyboard. I do have a backup. That wouldn't be the end of the world. It'd be a little bit annoying. Yeah, like right now, I can't move to the right. There we go. Yeah, so it's like... a little bit squirrely. Shame because I like this keyboard a lot. It's a Logitech, what is it, like Orion, I think? Orion something something? Not wireless, it's very much a wired keyboard, which is kind of how I prefer it. Wireless keyboards seem... they seem neat. They seem like a neat, kind of nice to have, but... I don't know, man, like, my keyboard just sits in one place. I don't need it to be wireless. If it was wireless, I'd just have to, like, plug it in every so often. Or, honestly, I would just leave it plugged in. I would never take it off the plug. So, I mean, it sounds neat. Like, it sounds like a nice kind of benefit. And I guess, you know, it kind of removes some of the clutter on the desk, which is, you know, an alright kind of bonus. Yeah, like right now. There we go. Yeah, so it's weird because I've had periods of time where I felt it, where I've been playing a first-person shooter, and I would kind of notice that, yeah, like, certain keys would sometimes be a little bit squirrely. But I haven't had this happen in, like, several months. It's been, like, 6 or so months since I last noticed something like this. Feeling kind of wobbly. Feeling kind of inconsistent. Those to disable them. A little bit hard to see. A little bit far away. Whoop, whoop. Little closer to the asses. Is it the Orion Spark? I remember what like the other name of it was. What is it? It was like, I want to say it was Orion something. I can't quite remember. But yeah, if it's like a wireless Bluetooth thing, there might be some latency, which I definitely wouldn't want. I mean, it's probably not something you would notice too much if you're somebody like me who doesn't like have doesn't require like, you know, super big precision for the games that I play. And like, you know, I'm not some like, you know, pro gamer who is playing like really, really hardcore FPSs that require like very precise inputs. I'm just some fucking dude. But yeah, if my goal is to have greater precision, or maybe not greater precision, but if I'm looking for benefits to a wireless keyboard, I feel like the negatives would outweigh the benefits in most cases. Honestly, I expect some dudes to happen. Some dudes are happening. That alt fire is really cool. I gotta use that more often. Very satisfying. G910. Did you like it, Gamertech, or did it also give you problems after some time? Because I have had this thing for like, oh gosh, I've probably had it for about probably 3 or 4 years now, which is pretty good. Grenade launcher. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. I've had a grenade launcher this whole time. I picked it up and forgot all about it because we found it in an area where there was like no bad guys. So I had no reason to use it. But now I have all the reason to use it and explode my own penis along the way. What's the alt fire? Oh, it's a triple shot. Oh, baby, a triple. Bloodthirsty. Wait, the bloodthirsty berserker quenches his thirst. How do I quench you? Do I dip you in blood? And I kill the other dudes. There's blood on the floor. Is that enough? Oh, maybe. Ah, I see. Satisfy him. He loves the blood skis. The roamer keys can become less reliable. The blurred. So roamer is like the is that like the name of like the keycaps they use or something? The, you know, cherry reds or whatever they are. Like if that's like the name of their proprietary whatchamacallums for the keys, like the actual like switches. The keyboards with the usable layout and working macro keys. I mean, I'll say this much. So the kinds of keyboards I've used in the past like 15 years have been shitty Walmart $10 keyboard with like what's it called, like the squishy membrane, like not mechanical but just like boring ass membrane keyboard. Cost $10, shitty ass keyboard from Walmart. I've had Razer keyboard. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like in 2012. And then I've had this one. And the Walmart shitty one lasted... Actually, it's not that it stopped lasting. I still have it. It still works just fine. I just wanted a fancy keyboard, because I wanted to feel like a real gamer. I want to feel like a big, cool, strong gamer with big penis. And that's why I replaced the Walmart one, which I still have. And the Razer one lasted for less than a year before individual keys just straight up died. You know, this one, like, I've had a couple times where, like, maybe a key or two starts feeling a little bit weird sometimes, but it's not a constant issue. But yeah, the Razer one, like, in, like, 6 months, I had individual keys just stopped working entirely. I was like, wow, that sucks. And then I, like, did some digging. I, like, looked to see, like, is this a common problem? And it was apparently an extremely common problem. I had gotten the keyboard on, like, crazy discount. That's clearly why, obviously. Profile bouncing boys. That's exciting. So I'm not gonna like shit on Razer and be like they're all garbage. I'm sure that some of their products are fine, but like, man, I've had very bad luck with their keyboards apparently. I think I had a Razer mouse back in the day that lasted a lot longer. In fact, I think I might even still have that one as a backup. Some of the stuff is probably okay. Yeah, so it's what they call their proprietary switches. That's neat. Feel much better about having more health now. What else have I done? I feel like I've been kind of bouncing around this whole area a bunch. I think I need to get back to the starting area because I think the starting area had a fella. I can move around. I can get back to that spot. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't see like a sign that pointed which direction he needed to face. But it would not shock me if that's what I need to find here. This is where I ultimately need to return to. I want to go back to the starting areas. Mechanicals with cheap Amazon stuff. But yeah, the high-end stuff is expensive. The high-end stuff is extremely expensive. I mean, this one that I'm using right now, I think I got like on a somewhat discount, probably like a Black Friday sale or something like that. I think I want to say I spent like $80 on this keyboard, which is a lot of money. You know, the shitty Walmart keyboard that was a boring ass just mesh membrane keyboard or whatever you want to call it. That yeah, again, I got it on the cheap, and I think I got it because I was going to a LAN party that day, and I realized my Razer keyboard had just truly become unusable, and I was like, well, I need something. So it was kind of a temporary holdover. It ended up lasting for like 10 plus years, and it still works fine. You know, no complaints there. I mean, it's cheap, but it works. So, you know, you use a $10 keyboard for years and years, then you drop 80 bones on a keyboard that, yeah, it's neat. You know, it feels good. The clickety clacks are satisfying. You know, have I gotten $80 worth of enjoyment out of it? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not exactly a stickler. I know some people where they're like, you know, they have like their very particular kind of keyboard they like to use, and then if they use something else, it's like, oh, I can't fucking do it, man. I need the good, satisfying clickety clacks. And I'm not here to like shit on that, obviously, but I don't know if I care enough necessarily. I mean, I'm definitely not a high performance gamer. I'm not doing esports. I'm not doing like the fancy schmancy stuff. So I don't need like incredible precision. I don't need high performance stuff. And honestly, what does even high performance look like when, you know, half the time these things need the keycaps being replaced, or you know, the fact that Logitech, which is I think a pretty reputable brand, and Razer, definitely a reputable brand, appear to be having quality assurance issues based on the recurring problems I've heard about other people having issues with their stuff too. Not this way. So I don't know. When this one inevitably kicks the bucket, I do have one backup keyboard, not the shitty one, but it was actually one I got from Extra Life as one of those donation incentive or fundraising incentives. It was like an Extra Life keyboard, and I've kind of kept that on the back burner, fully well knowing that this keyboard is eventually going to go on the way out. And when that happens, then yeah, let's go back up. Then I'll dip into the extra one that I have. So that one's ready to go at a moment's notice. And I think that's a mechanical as well. I don't know what kind. I didn't think to look, but this just wraps back around, I think, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Get back to our starting area. I get here to begin with. Can't remember. I think that's where I need to go ultimately. Unless there's a third statue we can find around here. Here's the one facing the wall, right? Hides his face. Was there one on this side? It'd be nice if there was a map. Is there a map here? M button does nothing. Collectibles. Loadout. Yeah, I don't think we have a map right now. There. I tried shooting that already. Can't teleport up just yet. Ending up in this same room, and I can jump out this way until I'm blue in the face. Unfortunately, I'm not sure where to go next, but I think I need to go back to the starting area because I couldn't figure out in the starting area where the statue was supposed to be facing. I don't think there was like a hint. There were little signs next to the statue. There are two other statues we just saw. That way in a second here, yeah. But this just leads back to that same area, doesn't it? Like I'm just going to the same areas over and over again. Let's follow this. Here. This might be it. Is this what I'm looking for? The bloodthirsty boy. Now we're up top. Yeah, unless there was a third statue around here somewhere that I just missed. Entirely possible. Oh, we do some bad guys. That's a good sign. So this area I've not been to. Okay, so before I go down that way, is there anything else up here then? Okay, I think I just missed that one corridor, and that was the cause of my troubles. Bro, where'd you come from? Been down that way. Sorry, so somehow I just missed that whole ass area. That whole ass area, but not that asshole area. You guys have a lot of health. 3 grenades take those fuckers out. Does stun them, which is kind of cool. Oh, good for that case. He probably got splash damage from that other guy earlier. Grab that. Health, because I did take some dams. Says Wooting makes good quality keyboards, but not macro key layouts. I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. When you say macro key layouts, does that mean stuff where you can like using, I'm not sure if it's driver software or something, but you're able to like program in like, oh hey, when I press this one button, do several other inputs, like you can program like little macros in to the keyboard? Because to be honest, I don't know if this keyboard has that functionality. I've never had any need for it.
Nice helmet. Gerard your Grand's Garden for that.
I've never had any need for that, for setting up that kind of thing. But it's entirely possible this keyboard might have that functionality, and I've just never bothered to try it. Push to talk is good for that. I'm gonna say something really stupid. I just use the caps lock key for my push to talk. That's my universal push to talk button. Just because it has such a weird placement on the keyboard as like a very valuable piece of real estate. It's so close to the pinky and it's always there. And I never actually care about like using all caps. I never use it for its intended purpose. Use it for that purpose, but to your point, yeah, maybe if you were playing like if there was some other key that would make more sense for that. Some other combination that would make more sense for that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, maybe that's where where like something else for push talk would be kind of more preferred. Hop around the corner. He's dead. Use every single key. Oh wow. So yeah, like even the forbidden function key. Maybe I shouldn't say forbidden, but the bonus function keys. Yeah. I kind of forgot that. Yeah, there is at least some, I guess, some game support. Yeah, like I'm not sure if it's a native Windows thing or what, but yeah, that there are some games that do have native support for, or beyond the standard 12 function keys. Whoop. All right, double jump. What am I doing? Yeah, every single key. That's impressive. I mean, I guess it depends on the games you're playing, because in my case, I don't play games that really require that many keys generally. I mean, some can be a little bit more complex than others for sure. Like this one's a good example. This one's real simple. This one has like, of course, the obvious WASD, shoot. There's an alt fire button. There's a couple of menu buttons. One brings up the collectibles. One brings up the zappy zaps. Why are there zappy zaps? Shooting fish in a barrel. Ow.
Fuck this one fish in particular.
Brutal. But yeah, this one's like pretty simple in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, if you're playing like Stellaris or like, some really impressive like tactics games or like strategy games that can have a lot more menus and a lot more shortcuts to memorize, you have to get a little bit freakier with it. Or it's in your best interest to get freakier with it. Things in my best interest. This way. Here we go. I'm never enthusiastic. Here we go. I'm never enthusiastic to find... Yeah, to do like the swimming controls for a first-person shooter. I don't think I dread necessarily, but it's never a thing I look forward to. Game no different. Swimming in a first-person shooter. I'll say this much. Swimming in a first-person shooter, not my favorite, but I would do that 1,000 times. Oh no, I would do platforming in a first-person shooter 1,000,000 times before I have to do swimming. I know some folks feel the opposite. Some folks are loath to do the platforming and an FPS, but yeah, for me, swimming stuff is more of an annoyance. And I guess swimming is kind of like adjacent to platforming for some games at least. Hey, I got him. I wasn't sure it was gonna work. That's cute. Cute the way that worked out. I want that one. Yeah. Get his ass. He does drop explosives. I was gonna say it'd be a shame if he didn't drop explosives when you kill him. Exactly what he gives you. Ooh. That's a teleport fella. I might need to go there next. Teleport through, like, barriers? That'd be kind of neat. Gonna say it's such a delicious combination of all the dudes standing in one place like that. It lends itself so decadently. Delicious, decadent destruction. Deliberately. So, a couple options. This area over here looks like it's probably the way we're supposed to go. And being a good boy who follows the directions and follows all the rules, you know, that's one thing. That's one thing, I suppose. But going the opposite and breaking said rules. Explosives and some other cool thing. I'm guessing that was an ammo type we've yet to find, maybe. Alright, dangle on the chandelier. Can I think I have to just huff it. Yep. Yep. Back this way. It was over her. Woo. Was the one that was the explosive bullets? Or it was the ricochet bullets. It was this guy. Yeah, the bouncy boys. Does it cost more? It does cost more. Yeah. Its save was powerful. At a cost. Comes at a cost. Me too on my OnlyFans. Just kidding, that shit's free. Boom. I'm gonna move back. I'm scared. Whoa! Kill himself. Sadly, no.
So much for Big Daddy.
That's you can call me on my website. I'm just kidding. I keep joking about like starting a, you know, a special website. Yeah, I keep making that joke, but if I keep joking about it, someone's gonna take it out of context and take me seriously. Speaking of being taken seriously, I got banned off TikTok for a good like 3 minutes the other day. When I was ending the stream and I made the joke about how, like, I was doing my usual sign off where I was saying, here's my socials page. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm not signing off right now, but just as a demonstration, I would say, like, whenever I end the stream, I'm always like, hey guys, like, thanks for watching. By the way, there's my socials link. It has all of my links. It's got social media. It's got Discord. It's got my OnlyFans page where you can see uncensored pictures of my genitalia. And I immediately said, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't take that seriously. I'm just joking around. And because I said those words in that order, in fact, I might get banned from it now. TikTok immediately was like, you have been banned from TikTok live streaming. For sexual content and like nudity and shit like that. And they were saying, like, you know, click here to appeal the ban. And I appealed it, and he immediately got reinstated, like, with no hesitation. And this is not the first time it's happened. I've probably been banned on TikTok like a dozen times for, like, you know, I say something like dumb, or I say something completely innocent, and for some reason the like the automated stuff that like watches for like special, you know, special things, like I've been, like, it would say like you've been banned for like hateful content or like racist language, and it's like, what could I have possibly said that would have been considered hateful or racist? And the answer was nothing, but somehow it just misconstrues, or I mean, you know, it's just all automated anyway, so clearly its stuff is not very reliable. So it, you know, it always gets reinstated immediately. But it made me laugh that, yeah, it did get me for being like, oh, sexual content's like, oh, because I said the word pictures of my penis, and that is illegal. Legal gamer move. Oh shit, you're right. We were dropping frames. Oh, that's not good. Is it my computer? Is that my computer or is it my internet? I'm gonna wait for a moment. Let's pause for a moment. Because I see the bitrate's kind of going over the place. It might be the internet, actually. I rarely have internet problems, but it has... It could happen. It could happen. Talk basis, I keep getting Getting nuked from Reddit for valid reasons. Shock value out here leaking government secrets. Shock value out here posting classified data to the War Thunders forums on Reddit. Committing federal crimes. Oh! Big stretch. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab one thing. Be back. Yeah, it's still being kind of fucky, honestly. I'm seeing the bitrate's kind of going all over the place. I think it's my internet, actually. I think it's my internet, but I don't know what to make of that. Here, let me do this. I'm going to save the game. And the odd chance that it's not the internet. New save. Close the game. And the odd chance that it's not the internet and it's OBS getting overloaded because there's like a, you know, what if there's a memory leak? What if there's something like that? Is this any better? Let's see. It's not looking any better on my end. It's not looking any better. Let's do this. I'm going to kill a couple multi-stream sources. There's nobody watching. Let's be real. There's no one watching on Facebook. There's no one watching on Trovo. So I'll just keep YouTube and TikTok going along with Twitch. Let's see if that helps. What shit possibly gets you banned off Reddit? I mean, I'm sure there's probably some things. Yeah, for valid reasons. Exactly. What was I was reading something about a dude that got banned off of Kick of all places. Like to get banned off of Kick, you have to really fuck up. Because like people will just stream porn on Kick, and the mods there are like, yeah, we love it. I mean, there's a TOS, but like, not really. There's a TOS on Kick, the way that fighting is against the rules on hockey. It's like, well, yeah, but you know, it's like it's not supposed to do it, but I mean, we're kind of all about it. We kind of like it a little bit. Throwing bricks at billionaire. I mean, hashtag free shock value. I'm over here saying, listen, I think you're being vilified, shock value. Let him cook. Let him cook. I see it's still shitting out, man. We're dropping a lot of frames right now. You can probably hear me okay, but you probably aren't seeing jack dick right now. Let's do this. Let's run an internet test. Speed test. Hold on. Let me start closing my 30,000 tabs of cockporn. Let me start closing my millions of tabs of cockporn. It was doing okay earlier, wasn't it? Like it was doing okay earlier. But doing not okay right now. Now, I wonder, is running a speed test now while I'm streaming gonna misrepresent what the actual speeds are? Because obviously there's already a lot of upload being devoured right now, being gobbled up. I don't know if this will really reveal much, but let's run it and see what happens. You can't see the screen right now because just in the odd chance that it like displays my fucking home address or something. Yeah, I'm looking on OBS. It's like the little meter is very much in the red right now, and I'm like watching the number of drop frames tick up pretty significantly. B-test is looking perfectly fine. It could be Twitch actually. It could be Twitch, or it could be like their servers, basically. It could be their servers. What I might do, I don't know if there's a way to do this without killing the stream. Yeah, speed test came back perfectly fine. Wonder if I'm allowed to change servers. Let me do that. See if that's an option. As I think there's a way to like point it to a specific server on Twitch. There is, but I think I'd have to kill the server or to kill the stream, which would be a bummer. But if that would enable a fix, it would probably be worth it. Yeah. Let's try that. I'm gonna kill the stream. I'm gonna change to a different server. The problem is I don't know which one it's connected to right now. It just says automatic. Whatever's recommended. So I don't know what the one that is connected to right now. No, I actually had a utility for a minute that helped with this kind of thing. I wonder if I still have it. The thing that lets you I think shows like the status of each server, of each Twitch server. Nope, that's not it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I might just kill the stream. The webs. Oh, here we go. Twitch test. Here we go. Found it. All right. Yeah. No, I know you can't see the screen right now. I know you can't see the screen right now, but how about this? Close this. Just close any other applications that may be using your internet connection right now. Testing can take a long time. Avoid using your connection during the test. I am gonna not do that. I'm not gonna test all of them. I'm just gonna do these 3. North Virginia, Ohio, and Oregon. I thought there was like a Chicago one. Start. Show you. So it's Twitch bandwidth test. Yeah, right here. So I wonder if that's the one I'm connected to right now, because that's not great. That's not great. But again, since the stream is up right now, that might not be a proper representation. So maybe that's when I should switch. That's better. I mean, it should be able to support 6,000. 6,000 is what we should be going for. Oh, I mean, the latency is going to be not great, but the bandwidth is undeniable. Yeah, looking at my bitrate right now, it really could be either one, either of these two. Yeah. So I guess that might be the one to try for. Because I mean, I'm kind of right in the middle. Typically I default to east, but west would probably be fine too. All right. Well, in that case, so I'm gonna take a little BRB. I'm gonna kill the stream and bring it back up and see how it goes. And if it just continues to poop, if it just keeps pooping, then we can always just end the stream early. That's fine too. But I'd like to go a little bit longer. So just give me a moment here. I shall be right back and get back into the games momentarily.